Hey guys, I used to be a huge fan of Paul Washer, so I wanted to watch this video and respond to it for you guys.
There are so many times when Christians will struggle with the same sin over and over and over and over again. And they get to the point where they think there's just no hope. Nothing is ever going to change. It is at that moment that you need to stand upon the promises of God regarding who you are, regarding what He has promised, and you need to go on. You need to press on to know the Lord. You need to press on to cultivate greater and greater holiness and righteousness in your life. Because of the work that He has done in you already, never give up. Never stop. Keep pressing on, keep fighting, keep walking, keep moving, keep clinging. And in the end, and even before the end, you will see victory.
So all of that sounds just absolutely lovely. All that sounds very inspiring. But imagine you heard this sermon and you were so encouraged and so pumped in the moment when you heard it. Yeah, awesome. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to remember how far I've come. I'm not going to give up. Yeah, I'm going to be holy if I just keep going, if I just keep trying, if I just keep pressing on. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have victory. Woohoo! Amen. And then you go home and you're struggling. What tools or solutions have you been given to employ in that moment? What do? Strive! Fight! Right? How long do you think you can go on like that before you are completely exhausted? This is something that's ongoing all the time. How are you going to be able to do that? Sometimes, and this may shock some of you, sometimes focusing so much on sin actually causes people to stumble more, because that's where your mind is. Your mind is on the sin, is on the fight. And when your mind is constantly on the sin, well, what do you expect there to be? Probably more temptation than if you weren't thinking about it, right? The more that they tried to fight their sin, the more that they tried to strive to become holy, the more elusive it became. The more one is striving to become holy, I think the more one is seeing their failures in reaching that. And I think the more that one focuses their mind on fighting their sin is actually making it more difficult for themselves to overcome it. Just think of an alcoholic. Now, if they are constantly thinking about alcohol, they are going to be constantly fighting the temptation to drink alcohol. We can burn ourselves out very easily by focusing on striving and not resting in what Jesus has already done. If you are trusting in Jesus, you are already holy. You are already perfect in the eyes of God. You know, in a legal sense, you are already perfect. You are already holy. Yes, you are being sanctified in this life, and in this life you're never going to reach perfect holiness or perfect sanctification. Paul Washer seems to imply that if I just keep striving, I'll have victory. Kind of sounds like success is based on performance. People like passionate preachers, and I get it. But sometimes practicality trumps passion. Sometimes we just need a few tools and some common sense, and not hyper-spiritualizing everything all the time. I'll give you an example. There's this Christian group that I was a part of, and people would post questions on there about things that they were struggling with so that they could get help from other Christians. And there was this one girl struggling with this crippling fear because she kept watching TikTok videos about the end of the world. And there were these Christians posting these long responses with all these scriptures, and I was just like, stop watching the TikToks. those are feeding the fear, watch something else. Simple. No spiritual element required. You keep falling into sin? How about identifying the root of the problem? Effort and just fighting hard may not help you at all. In fact, focusing on it so much may make it worse, and you might sin more because it's on your mind. Fight smarter, not harder. You don't get bonus points for exhausting yourself more than everyone else in your striving. Find out what works for you. Tempted to look at porn? Get out of the house. Go for a walk to improve your mood. Play a video game. Seriously, anything that helps you to think less on something that might cause temptation. The less you think about something, the less you will think about it in the future. And so if you keep on that track of thinking about something less and less and less, then you're going to be tempted less. Overcoming bad habits and sinful tendencies takes practice. It takes work. Trying things to see what works. You're not necessarily going to get any better with overcoming sin if you're just fight, strive, and think that that somehow is going to bring you victory. You need to have some type of game plan. You need tools. You need ways in which to get there. Are you struggling with impatience or snapping at people? Find ways to reduce stress in your life. Maybe the strain of being overworked is taking a toll on you. You think just striving and fighting is gonna make that better? It might indeed make it worse. A lot of times we want these hyper-spiritualized solutions when simple common sense answers are right there. We would do well to use this. Think. Identify the reason why you are struggling. Problem solve. See what helps or what works for you. At the end of the day, whatever helps us sin the least is what's most effective for us. This is Laura from Divine Dissident. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please click that notification bell so that you can be updated when new videos are posted. Please visit my Patreon and help me so that I can keep making these videos. Also check out my description for other links, including my website, where you can learn more about this ministry.